So I don't think I'm an expert, brilliant at what I do, anything like that. I just, basically, I really enjoy teaching. I love to teach people, so that's what I do. The clips I make are purely just to help other people out. You know, I like to think that they're helping other people, and from some of the feedback I've got, you know, they do. So I'm going to keep doing it. What I show and what I try and teach people is basically what works for me. I base it on facts, that because I know for a fact that it worked for me when I was training, or it worked for my students when I was training them. So I'm looking to deliver as much power as I can to one small place. It's almost like stamping your foot in a puddle as hard as you can, where it just explodes and then it ripples out. A good way to explain it, it's like tickling. If someone tickles you, if you're relaxed and someone grabs you and you tense up, and that's what you want, is that you swing in and then just like you're tensing up all at once, bang! So when I'm looking at training for impact and teaching others for impact, what I'm looking at is I'm swinging in, I'm coming in, I'm hitting, I'm carrying on. I'm just swinging right through, hitting, and I'm not doing that. What I'm doing is I'm swinging in, and as I come in, I'm coming faster and faster and faster, and then that last bit, poof, I'm driving that shot in, bang. So it just in a little bit, poof, and then it comes off or comes back, whatever kind of style you use. But that's what it's about. It's that explosive bit on the end of the strike. With the punching I'm showing, I'm just basically using some hooking shots, but it's about showing you about that last bit, that last part of the strike. It's not about the techniques I'm doing, it's about training for explosiveness at the end. So the two things I find work best for me is the explosive breath and that little drive on the end. That little drive makes such a difference regardless of what style you do. So I'm coming up and I'm just bang, I'm driving all that in, coming faster, 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 and then at the end, bang, I drive that shot in and just try and drop all my body weight into that shot. So I'm not swinging for the stars. What I want to do is I want to direct my energy right into the target, and I want to drop it off in one small spot as explosively as I can. So I've got to be wary about skimming off the target. If I'm hitting it and I'm swinging and I'm driving through, then I'm just catching the target and I'm coming off. I'm not driving the energy in, the energy's not going in, it's just coming across the surface. So what I want to do is drive that shot right in, straight into the target. And when I do it quicker, you see it quicker, it looks like I'm just skimming off, but I'm not. I'm actually driving in, and then my hand naturally comes off. I think impact and breath goes hand in hand. So when I land, not only do I want to drive that shot in, I want to blast my air out as short and sharp and as fast as I can. So just here, I'm just coming in. So I'm trying to drive it straight in, and the knuckles will just bounce off. I just think that a sandbag is a really good way to train impact, whether it's an open hand or a closed hand. It just seems to be just ideal for the training I'm doing anyway. So you see on my mate's bag, when I'm hitting that sandbag, it's full of kiln dried sand, so it doesn't really compact. If it's damp sand, it'll really compact and it'll become a bit too hard really. But with the kiln dried sand, you can hit it and you can just drive in that little bit and just you're trying to shock the bag. You're not trying to swing the bag, you're trying to drop that weight into it, and it's all about learning to understand impact. If you hit a bag and it swings, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're not putting in impact. You can put in impact. If I throw in impact, bang, then I can shock the bag. If I throw in impact and I drive my body weight through, then as I hit, bang, I shock the bag, but also my body weight's travelling through with it. So the bag's going to move as I hit it. You see the difference when I'm hitting with gloves. So I've got gloves and 2 layers of gel pads underneath. So I take the gloves off, I hit with the gel pads, and then I take the gel pads off and I hit with the knuckle. That'll do. Got edit now. When you're training on the walls, make sure it's a solid brick wall, not a plasterboard one, because it'll break. So with the last clip I did, you see me punching the wall. What I was doing there was I was working the impact. And all I'm doing, what the glove allows me to drive that shot in. And all I'm doing is compressing the foam and just feeling that, and just dropping it in. I also use the breath as well. So you can work further away and throw in a few shots, but it's really just working that little part of the shot, and it's good to work that close up because it restricts what you're doing. So all you're doing is you're just close to the wall and you're just trying to get a feel of that impact, compressing that foam. Again with the explosive breath as well, just drop it in and you just have a play with it and see how it feels and see how far you can take that, and you're just trying to drop that energy into the wall. You can train that last bit by just shaking the weights. So what I'm doing is I'm mimicking that impact at the end of the shot. So what I'm doing is I'm putting that drive, bang, bang, bang. But what it does is, because of the weight's in the hand, as I'm coming in and as I stop and I mimic that, I can feel that weight pulling, so it gives me it's almost like when I'm hitting something. So I swing in, bang, 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 bang. So with the palm heel, very similar again with the punch. So I'm just throwing in and I'm driving that shot in. I'm not going through, I'm coming in, bang, and then I'm driving that shot in. So just here. All I'm doing is I'm trying to drop my weight in and just shake the bag. Just trying to drop that in. So very similar, like a palm heel hook. I'm not coming in, I'm just going faster and faster and faster right through. I'm coming in and I'm driving that shot in, bang. The same with the gloves, with the weight. As I stop, the weight shoots forward and I can get the same feeling as if I'm hitting something hard. And really try and work that little last part of the shot. So with the slap, I'm doing a very similar thing that I do with the punch. I'm coming in and then I'm driving my hand in. So I throw across like that. When I land, bang, I'm driving, bang, I'm trying to drive all that weight into that shot, bang. So if I just from here, I'm just relaxed and I just whip my hand in and I try to explode my weight on the target. So again, what I'm not doing is just throwing my weight right through. What I'm doing is I'm throwing my weight, and as it lands, I blast the air out, I drive that hand in. I want to produce as much impact as I can. So the hooking slap I do is basically just like a palm heel, but the hand's totally relaxed, so it slaps the target. It slaps the target rather than the palm heel. So I can come up and slap, or I can just slap in, or just a relaxed hand.